Hey guys, welcome back to this F1 2020 channel. Today I would like to going to show you all the functions of the team carrier, all the menus, all the functions, how to pay the team carrier. So let's start by going into the team carrier mode. When you click confirm from the main menu.
As much as I love seeing big numbers on the books, we don't get any benefit from leaving it in the bank.
After loading, you will go to this front page of the team career mode menu. First of all, we should look at the tab on the top. It is like a drop down menu. We got overview, facilities, R&D, vehicle, corporate, and standings. Let me introduce to you one by one. First, we go to the front page overview. This page we actually have three sub-menu called Advanced, Activity, and Messages. From here, actually you can see the date. Today is 4th of May, and the next Grand Prix is in Barcelona, Spanish Grand Prix. For this gameplay is like 4 days later, 3 days later is on 7th of May. So the time there is actually 3 days between current day and the Grand Prix. And in here you see these sponsorship renewal pop up. It means that my current sponsorship has been expired. So you have two choices. One, you renew the sponsors, or you manage the sponsors. Let's click about the renew sponsor. That means you automatically renew with the current sponsor, and you don't need to find the alternatives. So they continue to be your sponsors. I will explain to you a little bit later about the sponsorship in the corporate sections. Next, when you under overview, the second tier tabs, if you want to change, if you connect with your Logitech G25 driving wheel, you click R2 to change the activities. You see, it's 3 days later we got a Grand Prix, and between 5th of 6th of May, actually you can arrange some activities. Usually I will try to click the square button. You see in the bottom, the square button show you the auto-fill activities. And then you click again, the AI will try to give you another activity for your considerations. So I will click different to see which is actually beneficial to me at this moment. For example, now I want my powertrain department to become more happy. So I just click the powertrain team building activity. You will spend a little bit of money, like 5,000 cash, but doesn't worry, now I got $30 million, so it's really negligible and minimal. So you select this power team building activities, you can autofill like this, and then you just leave it, and then when you advance the time, this power team building activity is actually will be done automatically. The next tab is messages. Your advisor will give you some messages from time to time, but to be honest, I didn't rely on these messages so frequent, so I didn't go into the messages so often. So that's finished the overview page. We will come back later to advance the time. Now we can look at the facility tab. There are 6 departments for a team to manage, which means that these four is actually more related to car performance and racing. And this one, personnel, is related to your second driver, and marketing is related to the team account. So let's look at this one by one. We got aerodynamics, chassis, powertrain, and as well as durability. Each of them will have 4 subsections like fabrication, build time, quality control, and resources point generation. Let me explain to you one by one by going into one of these things. Let's try the aerodynamics ones. This is our aerodynamics department. Is the graphics showed it is a wind tunnel. We got a F1 car inside the wind tunnel to testing some aerodynamics performance. The first step fabrication is that when you click the cross button, you can upgrade it. You spend huge amount of money. Like if I want to upgrade it, you need $5 million. But what is the benefit for upgrading these fabrication selections? Is that if I upgrade it from level 1 to level 2 now, I will got maximum of 2 updates in R&D simultaneously. But personally, I think this upgrade is not too useful, because you always suffer that you don't have sufficient resources point. So you are so difficult to upgrade 2 things simultaneously. The second one is build time. I find this is much more useful when compared to fabrications, because when you upgrade, you can reduce your build time significantly, like 20%. That means your parts can arrive faster for the competitions, and your car performance will be a little up faster. The third one is very important to be upgraded, but I can tell you, if I jump from level 2 to level 3, the cost is very expensive. It's like $12 million per upgrade. It's actually just by upgrading this quality control, you will have reduction in the failure chance during the R&D productions. So it's down to you whether you want to upgrade this quality control by spending the money, but personally I think it worth to invest in this subsections. The fourth one is also worth to invest, is about resources point generations. As I explained in earlier video, or this video is actually when you do some R&D development, you need the resources points. By upgrading this, each department can actually generate some resources point every week. So if you upgrade it earlier, you got more resources points, and then you can do the R&D more faster than the traditional one. So do save the money to focus on quality control and point generations. It is the same for other departments. Let me quickly show you the graphics. It's quite nice, but actually the graphics is the same all the time. It's chassis, powertrain, you show the engine, durability. They're doing some vibration testing by booming the tires and wheel up and down, and the vibration system. Apart from the 4 performance department, we got personnel department, which is facility to train up our second driver, because the player, myself or yourself, is the first driver. You don't need train up. Your performance is entirely rely on your driving skills, but your second driver is a hypothetical one, is a computer model. So by training up him, he will get the overall ability points lift up, and he become more competitive, and then he can fight for the team to get some results in the competition and the race. Currently, my driver Mick Schumacher, he didn't get any single point, competition point from the races. So 2 things I'm thinking ahead: whether I should invest in this personnel development facility to lift up his ability, or I'm actually saving money and waiting for his contract ends, and then I will go to the driver market to sign another driver. The facility is like a simulator. It's just like a driving simulator. You increase it, and then his speed ability will be moderately improved. If you upgrade the fitness center, he will upgrade the racecraft as well as his driving awareness. Having higher driving awareness reduce the chance of accident to be made during the races. And you can also consider to upgrade the analyze suit, which will greatly improve his experience by gaining more experience points. So that's all for the personnel department, which I seldom invest too much on it. Let's go to our marketing department to see a woman working here. Is actually 2 selections for you to upgrade, but very expensive, I could tell you. The first thing is invest on sponsor relations, so you can get 10% more account, which means that your team account will be grow faster. Another one is activity management. If you upgrade it, you will significantly increase the positive effect from team activities. Like the previous example, I upgrade the powertrain team building activities. The powertrain department will become 10% more happily, and by upgrading this activity management, the effect will become stronger. I still in doubt whether we should invest it greatly on this activity management subsections. It's down to you to select. Okay, now we all go through all the facility, and you can in the bottom, the green cross, you can see every week we can generate 480 resource points, but we also have a running cost about $235,000. By upgrading the department, you will spending more running costs. The third one I would like to talk about is R&D. It's very critical for your performance, for the car performance. The first page will show that how many R&Ds actually you can upgrade throughout this game, as well as is showing the morale of each department. As you can see, it's quite even. I played the second season, is quite even for powertrain, aerodynamics, and chassis departments. They all have 8 pass. 8 pass had already developed out of 24 or 25. And durability is my car problem, so I invest more. I already developed 45% of pass for durability department. As you can see, the right hand side to see the overall vehicle performance comparison, Mercedes and Ferrari still over other teams. I am still struggling at the back of the teams with Haas and Williams and Renault, so I need to become more work hard in practicing. I showed you in the last video, during the practicing we will generate a lot of resource points for R&D, and as well as we just show you the facility, they will also automatically generate some resource points. So work hard in these 2 areas, get the points, and invest in R&D, and your car performance will be improved. And then you have a competitive car, and you have good driving skill. Eventually you can win all the races. Let's click the cross button to enter the R&D tree. It's actually like most of the action game or RPG game, they have trees for developments. We have 4 departments. Let's check about durability. You will see you need to upgrade one by one, follow the network. Yes, for example, the energy store, the battery. If you want to go to level 2, you need to finish the level 1. If I go to level 2, I need to spend 1,175 points to further upgrade, something like that. At the bottom, you also have these things will be given out when time go further. Like this year, 20th of November, it will automatically arrive. This is called a box for general durability. And the left hand side, if I move to the first season, another box for general durability will arrive, will improve your car. So it is quite encourage you to play more season, more than 1 season. Maybe you play 5 season, everything will have been changed quite significantly. This is one of the example of the R&D. When you click this item, actually you have a selections by developing it with a standard time or a rush time. The resource point will be different, and the failure rates will also be different. So when you go into this field, you have some resources point like me 2200 something, but I don't know what to upgrade. Then you just click the square button.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
Your advisor will recommend you to upgrade something which fit in your budget and also maybe the most beneficial one upgrade.
What do you think of this one?
He suggests this one, then let me pick it. You click it, and then you will see it spend you 1,150 points and have 14% of failure chance. But if you rush it, the price will be the same, but has 40% of failure rate. So I usually play safe and take the standard development, and it will come after Spanish, after Morocco, and before Azerbaijan Grand Prix to become effective. So I just pick it, and I still have somehow like 1,126 points left. I click
This is probably what I'd invest in.
click the recommended upgrade again. This time he suggests me upgrade to again about the pistons. This relates to our previously investment on powertrain facility, where I can in level 2 I can develop 2 powertrain parts simultaneously. So he recommend me to upgrade this, then I just follow. Again, it's 14% chance of failure. Yes, let's click it. Spend almost all the resources points. Let's see if I can do something further with the 451 points. The answer is no. So I need to practice and generate more points and let the time lapse, and then we have more resources points and come back to this R&D tree to upgrade. We finish the R&D tree. Next one is the R&D in progress. It's just a table to show you what part is currently being upgraded, the status, and in the developments. Yeah, and this is a chart to showing you the history of all team, where we the very difficult to read about the black line. We are now ahead of Haas and Williams, but behind AlphaTauri and Renault. Let's see the season 1. I struggling quite a lot in the full season. I just slightly ahead from Williams all the time, and then at the end of the season I got a car slightly better than Haas. So we're finishing off the R&D tape. Now move on to the vehicle tape. The vehicle they just show 3 major components: power unit, gearbox, as well as the tire allocation during your race weekend. As you can see, for the power unit, we got ICE, internal combustion engine, motor generation unit, kinetic, heat, energy store, turbocharger, and control electronics. Each of these will wear after you're driving some laps. So each of these have their expected lifespan, and it shows you how many left. And of course, during the middle wear, actually the performance will drop bit by bit. So if it become critical, it may have malfunction, or it may have discounted on the performance during the race. So you got some chance, like ICE, you got free chance to change the new ICE in the season. If you don't follow it strictly, you can still change it from time to time, but you will receive a penalty in grid start during the next race. Last season I have one occasion that like all of my components are being broken already, so I in fact inevitably I need to change all of them, and I receive like 40 grid penalties. It doesn't matter because the grid is only 20 seconds. So I was in pole position. Max works, I dropped from the first pole position to the back of the grid. I remember I still got the podium winning in these matches. It's good. It's good to change all of the unit in one time. Same for the gearbox. I don't repeat. As well as during the next race, we can how many tires and how the tire allocate to use. You can actually select harder or softer. I usually use balanced one to get maximum flexibility. Say for example, if you play softer, you got a lot of soft tire, three pairs of three set of medium tires, but only one set of hard tire. If you want to use this, then it will become a problem. So I just usually click the balanced one. Okay, we are almost coming to the end. We got corporate, the company, a lot of things need to be managed. In my current level, I can select one primary sponsor and 3 secondary sponsors under the sponsorship. For example, you can click this. Oh, sorry, I'm just jumping out. Oh, you cannot click inside because it's not renewable time. Next time if I have chance, I show you the renewable. Actually, different company apart from the aesthetic reason, you look at their logo, because this logo will also decorate your car and the team uniform. They also have different objectives and different awards weekly, and if you achieve their goal or objective, they got special bonus to use. So select carefully about their shape, their outlook, which greatly affect your car, as well as the goal, whether you can achieve it easily, then you can get the special money. The money is important for you to buy the driver or to develop the facility later. Next is about the contract. We just talked about Mick is our second driver. He is currently bundled with us with a contract with the expiry days of 63 days later. 2 months later, his contract will expire. I probably say goodbye to him. His market value is just 3 million. It's not too high. So when I sell him off, I don't get too much money. His overall rating is not bad. He has 70. I train up him quite a lot. You can see experience, plus 10, racing, awareness, and speed. Each of these plus 5. But since I finished the first season, I got huge amount of money from the sponsorship. I want to try to spend the money in the second driver. So by going to the next sub-tab, driver market, you can see all of the available drivers for you to sign the contract. It's sort like by market value. Of course, with my current budget, I can sign a driver like Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc, Ricardo, Sainz, and Perez. Yeah, I can sign off these. But to be honest, when you're going to sign him, he may not be able to join you because he also has his expectations on you. I may create another separate video later when I really sign the second draft. I share with you how to deal with these negotiations. Probably I want to sign a young driver and with some potential, with rating over 80. I may sign Alexander Albon, Lando Norris, or I don't like Danny Kvyat, and I don't like Ocon. Maybe George Russell, bring him out of Williams, and Mick is my current driver. He's level 8. But I train him a lot, but he still cannot perform good enough to convince he become my second driver. I will also attempt to sign Charles Leclerc to see whether he will be able to join my team. By having the second driver, which is in competitive age, he can win the matches, win the money, generate resources point during practice, as well as help you to win the constructor championship. So this about the finance of my team. Maintaining a positive balance is important. The history about the cash flow, up and downs. I spent quite a lot of money in March to upgrade my facility. Customization is a option for you to decorate the car, about the colors, patterns, and actually you can buy some more liveries from the Steam shop. Yeah, if you like. Take the locker item. Wow, so beautiful. Some designs so beautiful, some are so odd. Yeah, you can buy from the store. Yeah. Currently my color scheme is like the red, black and gray color. And then sponsorship details. You got different sponsor. So now you can decorate your car by adding their logo on different locations. Yeah. I just play around it again. Yeah, it's good. Okay, now the car looks a little bit better, more realistic. And then you can select, sorry, lose a bit control. You can select your characters, the profile including the outlook, the helmet, color and pattern, the suit, the uniform. Yeah, last year I used this one. The gloves. The gloves is important because it's shown from the driver or the TV port view quite frequently. The pose. Like this, and when he go to podium he has different celebrations like this. I hope Codemaster can develop more celebrations pose. It's quite funny. It has some locked item you can also buy from the DLC, but I won't spend the real money to buy the pose. Yeah. Okay, and then you can change your team name, team color, and the badges. Yeah, the badges not much choice. It's quite agree this one. You cannot simply decide one like Ferrari. Yeah, it's not possible here. Yeah, this is a lot of one. You can buy this dragon. Yeah. The last step is showing some current information on the standing. This season 2, I got the driver standing. I'm the top of the standing. After last match I win the Netherlands Grand Prix, and yeah, ahead of Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton. And constructor standing also I have 78 points, which is the same as the driver points, which means that Mick didn't win a single point yet. So this is how important to you have a good second driver to help you the team to fight about the constructor standing. Season result, this page show you the past result. Australia got second, Bahrain got first, Vietnam failed, got 20, China 6th, and Netherlands just win another one. Yeah. For the last season you can also check, yeah, by clicking the left button. Last season I got quite a lot of champions, some DNF as well as some failure race like Bahrain and Vietnam. Trophy, yeah, it's just the same of the standing table. Last year got something, got the driver standing, the World Championship. Show all the golden and silver and bronze trophies here. 5 votes. Each of the time you select one guy as your 5 votes, and if you win over him you will get a lot of games as rewards. This is driver detail showing all of your records. It's like it's accumulated for 2 seasons. So that's all of these about the interface for controlling the team career mode. I hope you enjoy it. next time if I have time, we should proceed to the racing, and I explain you a little bit more about the practice, qualifying and racing. I got another video for show you the practice already, so click the description, you will find the link, and then you will see that video as well. Thank you for watching. Let me advance the time to the Barcelona Grand Prix. Yeah, if you click go to race weekend, it will go to the race weekend automatically. And then I can quit the game from that scenery. Is actually the game has already automatically saved. Okay, thanks for watching. Make it in opposite direction of me. Yeah, see around your teammate. Yeah, it's just graphic. It's nothing to do with the control. Okay, goodbye.